Hi there, it's JB here with another episode of this Burnley career mode, and today we play Swansea City at the Liberty Stadium in the next game of the league. And that, in the last episode, you may remember, we were 2-0 down with 10 men and we came back 2-2. Tom Davis with a superb individual goal, saving us a huge point. But we are really in striking distance to Chelsea. We're 1 point behind. But remember, we're going to this game with Andre Schürrle controversially sent off for a late tackle. I think on Kevin De Bruyne. I can't remember who. But remember, this is it's a tricky enough away fixture in Wales. But when you've lost one of your better players, it makes it that little bit more difficult. But we went there. We've beaten them 4-0 in the FA Cup. Could we try and do something similar? Or at least get a victory which will keep the pressure on Chelsea. So we go down to South Wales for our offering as we take on Swansea City, knowing that a win would put us still within touching distance at the top. Welcome to the Liberty Stadium. As you see, a list of the top scoring teams. Burnley top, West Ham second, Manchester United a third and fourth. And really this has to be John Stutz's opportunity now. That 2-2 draw, how crucial could that 2-2 draw at the end prove to be? But they've got to face the Swansea side that have Fabianski in goals, and it's Dubar, Valero, Fernandes and Bertrand as a back four. Messer is the holding midfielder, and then it's Key and Britton, the two further forward midfielders, with Leroy Fer playing in the number 10 role, and then it's Sanson and Boney up front. So big opportunities here for the Swansea side, of course, managed by Paul Clement, who earned his managerial spurs at the likes of Chelsea and Real Madrid when Carlo Ancelotti was the manager. For the Burnley Clarets, it's Tom Heaton in goal, and it's Trippier, Shawcross, me and Taylor, the usual back four. Then it's Welbeck, Cork, Defoe and Brady in for the suspended Schürrle, Ings and Wood up front. So one change on that 2-2 draw, obviously Schürrle suspended, and in comes Robbie Brady. So a big moment for Jack Cork, back on his old stomping ground, where he spent a couple of seasons before obviously transferring to Burnley in the summer. And the referee from the Wirral today is Mike Dean. Burnley will lose a lot of creativity. You were thrilled with Andre Schürrle out of the game, suspended for today because of that red card last week in that 2-2 draw with Man City, when things weren't going so well really for Burnley at that point. Here's Stephen Defoe, good shot, and it's in off the post. A terrific start this time for Burnley, who could really do with a win to keep up the pressure with Chelsea. And Stephen Defoe with a trademark right-footed blaster from about 30 yards has put Burnley in front, and the delight of their supporters who have travelled at least 400-mile round trip to South Wales today, and have seen a great start in off the inside of the post. A little bit of luck possibly required, but Burnley have deserved that luck and get the lead. Fabianski's got no chance at all from the moment it's left his right foot, and Stephen Defoe strikes goal for Burnley in the 4th minute. In the 6th minute rather, it's his 5th of the season, and Burnley 1-0 in the lead already. The boys up towards Fer, good save. That's a really good save from Tom Heaton. Really was a good save by the Burnley skipper here. Leroy Fer, who's scored a couple of times before these against Burnley for various clubs, Queen's Park Rangers and Swansea being just some of them. Repeating the trick here against the Clarets. It's Key with a corner though for Swansea. It's a poor one, and Burnley just about hook and by crook deal with it. Here's Brady on the break to Danny Ings. This is wonderful stuff here. Now Brady to Cork. Ex-Swansea of course. Oh, and look at Trippier bursting and got down that far side. 2-8 in the centre. One is Wood. The other was Brady, and Wood scored. 2-0. From one end of the field to the other in a blink of an eye, Chris Wood makes it 2. And it looks as if Burnley are in the mood for a dominant performance away from home. And maybe those two results against Newcastle and City, where they failed to win in those games, maybe that was just a small blip. And Burnley, without Andre Schürrle through suspension, are making light work of Swansea, and that's 14 of the season for Chris Wood, and Burnley lead 2-0. A free kick here to Burnley in a very promising position. It's Brady to take it. Short to Taylor. Shawcross strikes it, deflected, corner. Well, they've certainly had a good first 40 minutes here, the Clarets. Shawcross striking it, comes off the defender. Behind for a corner. And Brady to take it. And off the line. Still might drop here. Yes, 3-0. Ryan Shawcross makes it 3. And maybe Burnley have sealed victory right on half-time. Shawcross with the first header. Saved and kicked off the line. But he got a second bite at the cherry. And finished it off. Fabianski, no chance at all on the second header. And then to the net it goes. 3-0 to the Clarets. And shines a little bit of love and a bow to the Claret supporters who are cheering him now. First of the season. 3-0 to the Clarets. It's looking very much as if it's an open and shut case. And Swansea really being taken to the cleaners here, like they were in the second half of the FA Cup game back in January. Here's Britton to Key, to Fair, to Sanson. Good play. Boney. Good ball. Still might come. Oh, and De Bruyne gets his shot in, but it's an easy one there for the goalkeeper. Here's Taylor. We're into stoppage time at the end, 3 added minutes. And here's Chris Wood on the break. Could it be 4? Wood! Straight down the goalkeeper's throat this time. Well fielded. And there goes the half-time whistle. And Burnley are in complete control of this Premier League game. The Burnley supporters who have travelled a 400-mile round trip have seen Defoe, Wood and Shawcross scored goals in the first half. It's been a procession here, a half-time here at the Liberty Stadium. It's Swansea 0, Burnley in command, 3-0 ahead. Well, here we go in the second half, 5 minutes of it gone. Here's Charlie Taylor, decent ball in and smuggled behind for a Burnley corner. Well, Chris Wood has certainly been a handful for the defenders. Done really well today. Here's Brady with the corner towards Welbeck that time. Brady will get another second goal. Ings is unmarked and makes it 4. This is a rout for Burnley, this. It could be even better than the Manchester United scoreline a few weeks ago. And Danny Ings makes certain of another goal for him. There's the ball in. And then the ball came back. A lovely cross towards the back post. In comes Ings. And the header just too good for Fabianski. And the Clarets running away with this now. The points were well and truly in the bag before half time. And now Burnley are making it absolute here. Paul Clement doesn't know what's hit his side here. Swansea hit for 4. And Ings bags number 12 of the season in the league. 4-0. Fred. Good try from Fred. And wide of the target. At least they're having a go here, Swansea. But a little deflection there, which in fact takes it out behind for a corner. In fact, it's Burnley about to make a change. Jordan Ibe about to come on. And Robbie Brady will be replaced. Of course, on his way at the end of the season, Robbie Brady. That corner comes in towards the danger zone. Jordan Ibe can get it forward. Here's Ings. Wood is the furthest man forward. Ibe is making a terrific run in. Here's Jordan Ibe. Pace to burn. 1-on-1 with Fabianski. Goal number 5, and that's his first for the club. Takes a bow, and what a way to mark your first goal for your club. Lovely one-touch football. Lovely one-touch pass and move from Burnley. And Jordan Ibe, through on goal, used his pace, got away from the defenders who had pushed forward, trying to get goals back for Swansea. And Jordan Ibe scores his first ever goal for Burnley, and it's now 5-0 to the Clarets. Well, it's looking on us now as Taylor comes off to a good ovation from the travelling supporters, and Stephen Ward comes on for the remaining 8 minutes plus stoppage time. But Burnley 5-0 up and well in control here. As Trippier now takes possession. Burnley looking to go for 6 here. I'm sure the Burnley fans will be desperate to have 6 goals in the pouch here. But a day to forget for Paul Clement's side, and they've still got 6 minutes of the game to go. Trippier takes it to Cork, now to Welbeck. Oh, look at Henrik in space. Oh, unlucky. I think there might have been a deflection on that. Again, lovely, confident football. There's the shot. I think it was just wide. I don't think he got a deflection, but it certainly went wide, and it was very close to being goal number 6. Bertrand now for Swansea. 2 minutes to go and their misery will be complete. Now Meza, good run by him. Gets the ball across the ball. Sanson, who scores. So a little bit of a consolation goal there for Swansea. And a little block there on Burnley's copybook. No clean sheet, but they're still going to get the points, the Clarets. But Swansea get a little bit of consolation for themselves. Not that they've deserved it on balance, but they've worked this one really well. Meza to the byline, and Sanson couldn't finish from there. It's a good finish. And into the net it goes. Tom Heaton just couldn't get there. John Stutzy won't be too worried about that. His team are winning comfortably 5-1. Sanson's second goal of the season in the league. But it matters not really on the balance of the play really. And in the end it's still going to be an open and shut case for Burnley. 5-1. They still lead.
The referee has indicated
There's Welbeck well into the last knockings of the game. It's just a question of when the referee will blow for time. That's a deflection and it's a corner. So we'll just have time for this corner then. Jeff Emerick to take. Number 1. Court will strike it. Deflected and blocked. Here's Bertrand. All eyes on the referee. As he blows for time, Mike Dean. And Burnley have won very, very comfortably. 5-1 the score was. And Stutzy goes and commiserates Paul Clement. And terrific performance really from the Clarets. Goals from Ings and Ive to match the one. Scored by Shaw Crosswood and Defoe, who started the scoring. Now Sanson pulling one back there for Swansea at the end. But it's Burnley's day and a very comfortable 5-1 victory, and it's their best result so far of the season and keeps the pressure on Chelsea. Final score, Swansea 1, Burnley 5. And with that, it keeps the pressure on. It's still a point behind Chelsea, but it makes things more interesting now. And we're also 9 points clear of third place West Ham. And West Brom amazing complete in the top 4. United, Arsenal, Southampton, Man City, Liverpool. Nowhere near at the moment. Everton in the bottom 3. It's so tight there. And Palace and Newcastle battling it out. Huddersfield and Swansea still pulling away there. So Liverpool not really safe yet at the moment. But the Clarets are keeping the pressure up on Antonio Conte's title-winning Chelsea side of last season. And that game at Turf Moor will probably be the crucial one. But Burnley have kept their end of the bargain. 49 goals scored this season. One off the half-century in the league. Great stuff, but they've got no league action now for the next 2 weeks because it's cup tie football next time out for us as we take on Watford, who are 11th in the league table in the 5th round of the FA Cup at Vicarage Road. So a big match for us there in the 5th round of the FA Cup. But in the league, we're still in biting distance of Chelsea, so everything looking good. But it's cup tie football. Remember, next episode we play Watford in the last 16 of the FA Cup, and then the episode after that, the first big showpiece final in the career mode as we take on Palace in the League Cup final. Don't forget to join us for those 2 episodes, but a very good afternoon at the office in South Wales for Burnley. 5-1 winners. Ta-ra for now.